friends, welcome to my kitchen. It's Deb from Bowl Me Over. I am so glad you're here today. I know it's been a little bit, so please forgive me. Just been busy doing all the things, I tell you what. So I'm excited about today's video. Since it's the 4th of July, almost, it's right around the corner, I thought, what better than the 4th of July to make than s'mores bars? I think you're really gonna like this recipe. There's only 4 ingredients. Okay, let me start by showing you what you need for this recipe. Remember, only 4 ingredients. Graham crackers, you could also use graham cracker crumbs. We're gonna need some butter, candy bars, of course, because you have to have candy bars for your s'mores bars, and marshmallows. Now the recipe calls for those big s'mores bar marshmallows, you know, the kind of flat ones. The store didn't have any. That's totally cool. I'm just gonna use these small ones instead. They'll spread out really nicely. It'll work fine. So 4 ingredients is all we need for this recipe. So let's get started. In the background is my oven. It's preheated to 350 degrees. And we're gonna start with our little casserole dish. I have lined it in foil. The foil makes it easy to pull them out when it's ready to slice them. It also keeps it easier so it doesn't stick everywhere. So speaking of non-sticking, I'm gonna spray it with non-stick cooking spray. Okay, we're just gonna set this aside. We'll need that in a bit. So for the graham crackers, we need to crunch these up real good. And if I was smart, I was gonna say, I would have found my rolling pin. But I did, found it first try. Pretty happy about that. So I'm gonna start by crunching these all up. It's gonna take a few minutes. Bear with me. Let's get this done. What do you think? That's pretty easy, right? In fact, if you had some kids at home, they'd have a blast doing this with you. Almost done. Okay, looks pretty good, right? We need 3 cups of graham cracker crumbs. And don't worry if you don't get the measurements, it's gonna be in the information below. And let's see how much that makes. A couple of big ones in there, so let me just pull those out. You know, it would be faster to use a food processor. That would work just fine for this, but I didn't feel like dirtying the whole food processor for that. So that is just about what we need. Of course, if I was one of those patient person, I would crumble it to perfectness, but you know what, that works just fine. So I'm gonna take my graham cracker crumbs and place them in my bowl. And next we need melted butter. We could melt it in the microwave or melt it on the stovetop. And I'm just gonna do the stove because it's easy and quick. I don't have to worry about it making a giant mess. And for that we need 3/4 of a cup. So I'm gonna take a minute and get this on the stove and get this all melted. Be right back. So if you're wondering how many packages of graham crackers, I put 3 packages in here. You can get away with, I would probably start with 2 and crunch those up really good. I just have some extra for next time, right? So nothing wrong with that. So I'll just save all these for next time I make this. But start with 2, crunch them up, and go from there. I'll save this. And that didn't take any time at all, just that quickly. Our butter is melted. Now that was 3/4 of a cup. And what I'm gonna do next is just pour it into our graham crackers. Nice. And then we're gonna mix this around till everything is coated well with butter. You know, it's one of those things that smells good when you get it that far. Graham cracker and butter. Oh yeah. That's perfect. Okay. Oh, this is so lovely. If you love, there's a couple of ways to do this. If you love those Oooey-Gooey S'mores Bars where you s'mores when you're sitting around the campfire. I love mine personally like blackened, but if you love them that way, fantastic. You're going to enjoy this right out of the oven. If you want them kind of crunchy and hard, we can do that too because we'll refrigerate it afterwards. This recipe's so easy. Okay. That's what we're looking for. Perfect. So now we're going to get our foil-lined sprayed casserole dish, and we're going to add about 3/4 of this to the casserole. That's probably about right. I'm going to save this for later. I'm going to spread it out with my spoon. And that looks wonderful. And then I'm going to take a spatula. You could use any flat spatula. You could also use the back of a cup. But I want you to just press it in well. It's going to help it all stick together. So just press it all in together. And that looks perfect. That's what we're looking for. Super simple, right? We're going to take this. I'm going to bake it for 10 minutes in the oven, and I'll be back here. Wonderful. I was just convinced I was going to grab that with my hand. I have this nice little scar that I did that the other day. Okay, so now we have candy bars because no s'more is complete without a great candy bar. And these are extra large chocolate bars, 4.40 ounces. Of course, you could use regular chocolate bars. This was just kind of an easy way to get them all in there. And I'm gonna press those into our, I know this one's broken. I want to see, oh, it's not terribly broken. Just broken in half. Oh, nope, and some side stuff too. And it fits like perfectly in my casserole dish. Put that in there. And I feel like I'm playing a puzzle here. Perfect. Last one. You need 3 chocolate bars. And we're going to put him on this side. I really don't want to burn my hand again. That just hurts. Okay. I want to press it in fairly well because I want that melted chocolate is going to help adhere the crust. It's what makes this such an easy recipe. So let me show you. Pretty simple, huh? I love this recipe. All right, and so now again, if we had the fancy M&Ms, we could carefully place them directly over each chocolate bar. But I kind of like the mini did I say M&Ms? I think I did, marshmallows. I kind of like the mini marshmallows better because we could just like, kind of just sort of plop them in there. Spread them around evenly. This is going to be like a little bite of heaven right here. Fabulous. And then last but not least, we're going to finish these with some of our leftover topping. It's going to add flavor. It's going to make it really pretty and real s'mores-like, you know. Gotta have the good stuff. As the chocolate melts and as the marshmallows get soft, it's all gonna help this come together. And that looks pretty fabulous in my opinion. Okay, so again, if we didn't have the mini marshmallows, or the s'mores marshmallows. You could use the large ones, cut them in half. I like the mini. You could even use fluff, marshmallow fluff. Additionally, you could add the topping, some granola on top would be amazing. Some almonds on top if you wanted to be fancy, like sliced almonds, that would be really, really good. You could even make this a peanut butter s'mores bar by taking some peanut butter, melt it in the microwave for a little bit, and then just drizzle it over the top, and it'd be like a peanut butter chocolate s'mores bar. Is that heaven or what? So, okay, this just goes back in the oven now. I'm gonna bake it for about 20, 25 minutes. I'm gonna check it, and I'll be back. We'll see you in a few. Okay, guys, this is just about ready to come out of the oven, but while I was sitting here, I was just like, I need to tell you about this. I don't know if you've seen this on the blog. This is my latest recipe for Cherry's Jubilee cherry jam. To die for. You know, it is really, really good. It's sweet, it's bright. The cherries are tangy. And if you like Cherry's Jubilee, you're gonna love this jam. Even on saltine crackers, it's amazing. Oh my gosh. But of course, over cream cheese. Yum, yum, yum. My aunts, my folks, my dad said it's probably the best jam I've made so far. So even if you've never made jam before, you should try it. It's so good. Anyway, let me grab this out of the oven so you can check it out. Oh goodness. Does that look amazing or what? In fact, I'm going to bring you around to see this a little bit better. Now, if we dug into this right now, there would be nothing wrong with it. We would put in a bowl, maybe with some ice cream, sit on the couch, watch some movies if it was rainy. But we want this to be bars. So I'm going to let this cool. I'm going to refrigerate it for a couple of hours. So this is a great make-ahead dessert. Refrigerate it for a couple of hours, and I'll be back, and we're going to slice some of this off and enjoy it, okay? See you in a bit. Literally, there are family members waiting in line for this marshmallowy goodness. Doesn't that look amazing? Okay, guys, I don't know about you, but I'm pretty excited about this. It has been the hardest thing to leave this all by itself in the refrigerator. So that's where it's been for about an hour. I think in a perfect world, I'd leave it in there a little longer, but it feels like it's hardened up really nicely. All right, see how this peels away? That's the exact reason we use that non-stick cooking spray. So, it's still a little gooey. I'm a little early, but I just can't wait any longer. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness gracious. I don't know about you, but I do love s'mores. It takes me right back to the lake with my grandma. Oh, goodness. The edges are a little sticky. Oh. Does that look amazing? Check this out. Oh, it is the perfect combination. Okay, I won't be talking much after this, but I am going to let you know what I think here. Buttery goodness. Chocolate, fabulous. Next best thing to toasting a marshmallow right here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm gonna have food all over my mouth in about 2 seconds here. So I'm gonna tell you this. I appreciate you tuning in. Thank you very much. I hope you join me again. Cheers. Here's to summertime. We'll see you soon. So good. Mmm.